We're here at Edge Farm, which is in the Scottish borders on the southeast Berkshire coast. We're standing in a field of golden promise. We're actually on our home farm, which is Edge. Edge is around 400 acres, and it was bought by the family in sort of the late 1970s. Dad moved here in 1980 and started running the farm. The name of the farm, Edge, is quite a cool fact. The Coldingham Priory is situated just a couple of miles down the hill, and when the monks were in the priory, they actually kept their bees on the edge of the priory land, which is kind of up here on Edge, so hence the name Edge, which is quite a nice fact and a bit of history. So at the moment, we've not had rain for a couple of weeks now. But saying that, the spring barley, golden promise, things are looking really well. It's fairly thick actually compared to some years. The rain came just at the right time, just after drilling, and the golden promise, it really got up and going. Compared to previous years, it's probably a few days behind, but it's probably on a much of a normal year really. We're now just really waiting for the Awns to appear in this particular field, and what we call a paintbrush stage is where we're waiting for the ear of the crop to poke through, and it looks a bit like a paintbrush with sort of lots of fine bristles, and when we can start seeing them, that's when we will be spraying the crop. We're doing this just to protect the crop. We don't want any diseases coming in and affecting the yield. So the timing of that's quite crucial, and that'll probably be at the end of this week. For the third video, we've got more wind, which has kind of hampered spraying a little bit, but hopefully it will start to calm down. In the background, we've got sort of two. They look like bare patches of soil. So on the here at Edge, and also at the Simpsons farm, Eyemouth, we have some environmental schemes. So we drill, we plant some wild bird plots. This just provides feed for the birds during the winter months, and it's, for us, that's really important. We live in such a beautiful area, and we want to enhance the wildlife. We want to encourage biodiversity, and for us, this is kind of really sort of the first stage, providing these areas of wild bird food, and sort of over the years we will continue to try and boost what we're doing for the environment. The lovely thing about Edge, we've got lots of hedgerows. The blossoms out in the hedgerows at the moment as well, which is lovely to see. So again, there's lots of areas for the birds to nest. So at Edge, we are a mixed farm. We fatten around 300 cattle a year. So at the moment, we've got cattle out at the grass, which it's kind of one of our favourite times of year, really. And throughout the winter, we're producing a lot of farmyard manure. So that is getting spread. We spread that over the farm. We kind of have a rotation of what fields are getting it, and it's just a really important part of what we do here at Edge. Is the cattle, and gets the odd character as well. But no, it's just a lovely thing to see the cattle in the field, and as I said, it's an important part of the business, and it fits in nicely to the arable side.